Hello, my name is David Ime. I am the inventor of Rhinestone Genie. This unique patent system to put rhinestones on just about anything. Or as we like to say, bling anything in minutes. You won't believe how fast and easy it is. Today we have a unique item we're going to work on here. We have a cotton canvas tote bag and a greeting card to match. It's a great way to present a personalized gift to somebody. Makes a great kids project to work on. Okay, the first step in doing our design is to get our template sheet and break out the pieces we need. As you can see, there are cut lines that are cut about 90% of the way through. And all we need to do is break out the pieces we need. So we need this butterfly, so we're just going to take that. And the easiest way to do is fold it right at the seam and create an opening and then unzip it all the way around. Okay, for our next step, what we're going to do is we're going to line up our templates. In this case, we're just going to use the one butterfly. We're going to take our sweeping pad here with it, and we're going to create a pile of rhinestones, and I'm going to sweep that pile of rhinestones back and forth the surface several times. What's happening is the rhinestones are rubbing against each other and grinding against each other. We'll knock out the ones upside down, and when they're falling shiny side up, they'll stay in the holes. And as you can see, sometimes you get one that's a little stubborn, so that one that's upside down. So what we're going to do is pile on the rhinestones, give it a little scrubbing action, let the rhinestones grind against each other. And you can see once they're in the holes, they'll stay in the holes. And then I want to sweep away all the rhinestones away from the design so we have a good open area. Set that to the side. We're going to grab our hot fix tape here, which is a clear adhesive back tape with a white backer. We're going to set the backer to the side and take our clear adhesive back tape, which is called hot fix transfer tape, and we're going to lay that right down on top of our design. Rub it down with the sweeping pad. That kind of conforms to the rhinestone, so it grabs a hold of them really well. Next step is real important. As you peel back, if you peel straight up, sometimes the magnets want to lift up, so it's real important on how you peel back. So we're going to grab the corner and peel it back, roll it back almost onto itself at an angle, and roll back real slow. By peeling it back this way, all the magnets will stay down and only the rhinestones come up. So here's our final rhinestone transfer, all finished, ready to apply. For right now, we're going to put it right back on. The white backer came on, and set that aside until we're ready to heat it on. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do our lettering. We're just going to take each letter and just line them up next to each other very easily. Just like that. And we go through the process we did earlier. We take a big pile of rhinestones and we're just going to sweep that pile back and forth the surface. Give it a little scrubbing and clear off any extra rhinestones. And you can see how quickly the rhinestones fall in the hole, shiny side up. So that's all there is to it. And again, we're going to take our hot fix tape here, peel that tape back, separate the top layer from the white backer, set that aside, and we just take our clear hot fix tape and line that up and apply that over the rhinestones. Use our sweeping pad, rub it down so it grabs a hold of the rhinestones real well. And again, when we peel this back, I'll see if I can get this to happen. If you peel straight up, sometimes, as you can see that the magnetics want to peel up. So what you want to do is peel back at an angle and just roll it back nice and low and slow, and that'll just pick up the rhinestones and the magnets will stay down. And there's your final design. Now we'll put that right back onto the white backer came on, and we're going to apply that in just a moment. And now I'm going to lay down my little mini tote bag, and I'm going to stick my cardboard inside it just like that. And again, that's going to prevent the front from sticking to the back if the glue from the back of the rhinestones melts through the fabric. And then the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to just pre-iron it just to make sure it's nice and flat and remove any moisture, maybe just about 15 seconds worth of ironing. Line up the butterfly exactly where I want it, so I center that exactly where I want it to go. I'm going to use a sweeping pad to rub the rhinestones, make sure they're all laying flat. Double check it. Here's where you really want to double check and make sure everything's in place exactly the way you want it. And then I can even apply the second color at the same time. I can do this because the rhinestones are not overlapping the film from the butterfly. And there we go. So we have everything lined up, ready to heat apply. And my iron is not wide enough, so we're going to do 2 applications with this. We're going to heat one side, and we'll go back, heat the other side. It is okay to heat the rhinestones twice. Again, you want to double check everything, make sure everything's the way you want it, because that's where they're going to stay. So now we're going to cover it with the Teflon cover sheet. So we got a Teflon pressing sheet in place, and now we press it for 45 seconds. The temperature we're using is wool setting, and we want to press it for 45 seconds. Okay, now that that's done, we can slide it over to the other side. And just heat the other side. You just want to make sure you heat at least every rhinestone at least once. Okay, now we're going to let it cool for about 30 seconds. The tape should be pretty hot to the touch at this point, so you want to wait for it to cool about 30 seconds before you peel it off. Let the time for the glue to solidify and be stuck onto the fabric. And we slowly peel off the film, make sure nothing's coming up, make sure we hit every rhinestone. If you missed a rhinestone with iron, just lay it back down. So if we were peeling it up and one came up, I would lay that back down and then just iron it again. But it looks like we hit every rhinestone at least once. And here's our final mini tote, or little gift bag, if you mind. And it's all finished. The rhinestones on there perfect. They're shiny, and they're going to last the life of the fabric. It's washable, dryable. Now we're going to make this beautiful greeting card. Okay, so now we're going to make our rhinestone transfer. So we're going to do one butterfly in teal, or what we actually call blue zircon. So we're going to lay that up on our metal cookie sheet here, and we're going to create a pile of rhinestones. And I'm just going to drag that pile back and forth using a little bit of pressure so the rhinestones kind of grind against each other, and they'll knock the upside down ones out, and the shiny side up ones will stay in the holes. So we're all filled in. Now we need to tape our hot fix tape. And it's a clear film that comes on a white backer. We're just going to peel that to the side and put the backer to the side. We're going to lay this sticky side down. Rub that down well to get a good hold of the rhinestones. And when we peel this back, we want to peel back at an angle, low and slow. So just the rhinestones come up and the magnets stay down. And there's your final design. We're going to put that right back on the white backer. We're going to push it down with a sweeping pad so all the rhinestones are laying flat. And it's perfect, ready to heat apply to our card in just a moment. Okay, now we're ready to do our second little butterfly. We're going to do this one in pink. And we're going to push the rhinestones again, take that pile and just rub it back and forth a few times to get all the rhinestones filled in. That easy. Clear off a big space. And we're going to take our hot fix tape again here. Peel it back off the white backer, set the backer to the side. And we're going to lay this sticky side down. Rub that down onto, grab a hold of the rhinestones. And then we're going to peel back from the corner, nice and low and slow. And just pick up the rhinestones. And there's our transfer with our rhinestones all spaced out. We're going to put that right back on our backer. We're going to use our sweeping pad to make sure the rhinestones are all laying flat and everything's in place. Perfect. Now we're ready to apply that one. Okay, now that we've got that all set, it's time to heat on the rhinestones. So we're going to line up our rhinestones. We're going to put this one down here. And we're going to put this small pink one up in the top corner. Got them lined up where we want them. So now we're going to cover them with our Teflon pressing sheet. And we're going to take our iron. Now the setting on the iron is at wool setting. And we're only going to press it for about 30 seconds. We're going to press it for less time than we normally do fabric, which is 45 seconds. Because what happens when the glue melts, sometimes it has a tendency to spread on paper or any solid objects if you go longer than 30 seconds. With fabric, the fabric actually soak up the glue. You won't see the glue spread. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is just slowly peel off the film. We want to peel it while it's warm. That way the film has less tendency to stick to the paper and tear the paper. And there you have it. There's your greeting card with rhinestones on it. We're going to add a little more to it. So we're going to add these pre-made three-dimensional stickers. So these are just three-dimensional stickers we bought off the shelf at the hobby store or craft store. You can make your own. You could use different things. My purpose is to show you the rhinestones here, and then you can embellish the card with other items as you'd like. So there's your finished design. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. Go out and bling anything in minutes.